Did you know trillions of dollars are expected to be transferred from baby boomers to younger generations in the next few decades? A fascinating phenomenon, often referred to as the Great Wealth Transfer, is currently unfolding. It's a financial shift of epic proportions where the older generation, particularly the baby boomers, are passing down their accumulated wealth to the younger generations. Now you might be imagining grand estates, priceless heirlooms, and bank accounts swelling with inherited wealth. But let's take a step back and examine the reality of this situation. The majority of this wealth transfer is expected to come from affluent households. This means that a significant portion of the population may not receive substantial inheritances. And then, there's the elephant in the room, healthcare costs. As people age, their healthcare needs intensify. Long-term care, which isn't covered by Medicare, can quickly exhaust a person's savings. This could significantly shrink the amount of wealth that gets passed down. In addition, the younger generations, particularly Generation X and Millennials, are grappling with their own financial challenges. From student loans to navigating economic downturns, these hurdles could make it difficult for them to build and maintain their wealth. So, while the Great Wealth Transfer might sound like a financial windfall for younger generations, it's a complex issue with many layers. It's not just about the transfer of wealth, but also about the financial resilience of those receiving it. The question now is, how will this massive wealth transfer impact economies and societies? Wealth transfer is not just about the passing of assets. It's a complex process with far-reaching implications. Often, when we think of wealth transfer, we think of assets moving from one owner to another, typically in the form of inheritances. Yet, it's far more intricate than that. Let's dive deeper into the mechanics of wealth transfer. It often begins with a will, a legal document that lays out who gets what. Wills are not just for the wealthy, they are crucial for anyone with assets, no matter how modest. They provide a roadmap for how your assets should be distributed after your death, ensuring your wishes are honored, and reducing potential conflicts among beneficiaries. Then, there are trusts. Trusts are legal entities that hold assets for the benefit of others. They can be used to avoid probate, protect assets from creditors, and provide a measure of control over how and when beneficiaries receive their inheritances. Trusts can be particularly useful for individuals with substantial assets or complex family situations. Inheritances, while often the most visible aspect of wealth transfer, are only part of the story. They can come in the form of cash, real estate, stocks, and other assets. But keep in mind, inheritances can also carry tax implications, which can erode the overall value of the inheritance if not planned for properly. That's where financial planning and management come into play. Effective wealth transfer requires careful planning to minimize tax liabilities, preserve assets, and ensure they are transferred according to the giver's wishes. This involves strategies like gifting during one's lifetime, setting up charitable foundations, or using life insurance policies to provide for heirs. So you see, wealth transfer is more than just handing over assets. It's about planning and managing those assets to ensure they benefit the intended recipients in the most efficient and effective way possible. Understanding these mechanisms is crucial for both the givers and receivers of wealth. It's not just about preserving wealth, but also about using it to create opportunities, support loved ones, and leave a lasting legacy. The transfer of wealth doesn't just affect individuals and families. It has far-reaching effects on our economy and society as a whole. As we delve into the impact of the Great Wealth Transfer, it's crucial to understand that this event will likely reshape our economic landscape in ways we can't fully predict. One of the most immediate and palpable effects of this wealth transfer is a potential shift in investment trends. As trillions of dollars move from the baby boomer generation to younger generations, we may see a change in the types of investments that are favored. Younger generations, having grown up in a digital age, might lean towards more tech-focused investments, or they might show a stronger preference for sustainable and socially responsible investing. This shift could have profound implications for the market dynamics and the future of different industries. But the impact of the Great Wealth Transfer goes beyond investment trends. It's also likely to play a significant role in shaping the distribution of wealth in our society. On one hand, this transfer could provide a financial leg up for many, potentially opening up opportunities for upward social mobility. On the other hand, because much of this wealth is concentrated in the hands of a few, the transfer could further exacerbate economic inequality. In a society where the gap between the rich and the poor is already a contentious issue, The great wealth transfer could either be a catalyst for change or a force that entrenches existing disparities. It's not just about who gets the money, but also about how this money is used, invested, and redistributed. It's about the policies that are in place to manage this transfer and the financial literacy of those receiving the wealth. The impact of the great wealth transfer on social services and public policy should also not be underestimated. With the aging population increasing national healthcare spending, the strain on social services could intensify. The financial burdens faced by caregivers could also escalate, prompting a need for more robust support systems and policies. In conclusion, the great wealth transfer is not just a monumental financial event, it's a societal shift, a change in the tide that will touch every corner of our economy and society. As massive as this transfer is, its effects will ripple across our entire society. While the wealth transfer presents opportunities, it also brings significant challenges. The great wealth transfer, a phenomenon where vast amounts of wealth are expected to change hands from one generation to the next, is not without its pitfalls. One of the most prominent challenges is the potential for increased economic inequality. As a significant portion of this wealth transfer will come from wealthy households, it may further widen the wealth gap. Those on the receiving end of this wealth transfer may find themselves in an increasingly advantageous position, while others may be left further behind. This wealth transfer also presents financial difficulties for the younger generations. They are already grappling with their own financial challenges, such as student debt, housing affordability, and economic downturns. The looming question is whether the inherited wealth will be enough to offset these challenges, or if it will simply add to their financial stress. The role of financial literacy cannot be overstated in this context. Understanding the intricacies of managing and growing inherited wealth is crucial. Without this knowledge, the sudden influx of wealth can lead to poor financial decisions and potential losses. Financial planning is another key aspect. It allows individuals to strategically allocate their inherited wealth, ensuring that it serves their long-term financial goals and provides a safety net for unexpected circumstances. Another challenge is the high cost of healthcare for the older generation. Medicare coverage does not include long-term care, leading many to exhaust their savings and rely on Medicaid. This could potentially limit the amount of wealth that can be transferred, thereby adding another layer of complexity to the wealth transfer process. Finally, the aging population will increase national healthcare spending, placing a financial burden on caregivers. This could result in less wealth being passed down, impacting the financial future of the younger generations. Awareness and preparation are key in turning these challenges into opportunities. With the right knowledge and planning, individuals can navigate the complexities of the great wealth transfer, ensuring that it becomes a stepping stone towards financial stability and growth rather than a stumbling block. With the great wealth transfer underway, what does the future hold? As we navigate the uncharted waters of this massive financial shift, we can expect a few trends to emerge. First and foremost, financial planning and literacy will gain paramount importance. As trillions of dollars change hands, the younger generations will need to be well-versed in managing their newfound wealth. This could lead to a surge in demand for financial advisors, wealth managers, and financial literacy programs. Moreover, this wealth transfer will not be evenly distributed across the population. The lion's share of this wealth will flow into the hands of a select few, which could exacerbate wealth inequality. This potential trend underscores the need for policy interventions to ensure a fair and equitable distribution of wealth. On the policy front, we might see an increased focus on inheritance tax regulations. As the wealth transfer accelerates, governments might see an opportunity to generate revenue by revisiting current tax laws. However, any changes to tax policies must strike a delicate balance between generating revenue and not stifling economic growth. On the societal front, this wealth transfer could lead to a shift in values and priorities. As younger generations come into substantial wealth, their spending and investment habits might shape the future of various sectors. For instance, we could see increased investment in sustainable and socially responsible businesses, reflecting the younger generation's commitment to environmental and social issues. Healthcare is another sector that could see significant changes. With the aging population increasing national healthcare spending, there might be a greater emphasis on long-term care insurance and retirement savings. In conclusion, the great wealth transfer is set to reshape our financial landscape in ways we can't fully predict. But one thing is certain, it's more than just a financial shift. It's a societal change that we all need to prepare for, and as we brace for this change, let's remember that wealth is not just about money, it's about the opportunities it provides and the responsibilities it brings. The Great Wealth Transfer is more than just a financial shift. It's a societal change that we all need to prepare for. Before we wrap up this deep dive into the Great Wealth Transfer, we want to hear from you. How do you think this monumental financial shift will impact your life, your community, or your industry? What steps are you taking to prepare for this change, and what challenges are you facing? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. This is not just a conversation for financial experts, it's a dialogue we all need to be part of. Your insights could help someone else navigate this complex issue, and we believe that knowledge is wealth. Speaking of wealth, remember that it's more than just money. It's about the opportunities it provides and the responsibilities it brings. With that thought, we'll conclude our exploration of the Great Wealth Transfer. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative and thought-provoking, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you want to stay updated on more insightful content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and remember, we're all in this together.